What is going on, everyone? Welcome to week 4 of Littleroot Lessons Draft League. As always, I am Carter Noble, joined by our co-host Carl Wilkin. What's going on, my dude?
We've got a great match here from week 4. I believe this is a win and in for either player, if I remember correctly.
Yes, because I was talking to Ro about this, and we needed Mafia to lose. No, we needed Mafia or someone else to win, and depending on which one of those two won, would determine which seed he would be. So this is in fact a win and in.
Okay, so this is one of the many win and ins from the Arbor group. This is specifically between Tim and the Montreal Malware, and Mafia and the Santa Fe Sandblasts.
So Tim sent in his video, his side of it, but unfortunately, the first 4 turns here did not get recorded for some reason, or got
we're not
cut
sure
off.
why. Yeah, we're not sure why that happened, but he did map out the first 4 turns for us, so we kind of know what to expect going into this first game here. And so then the video's fine after that.
We know Tim brought Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Togekiss, Porygon Z, Rotom Mo, Gorgeist Small, and Unova Darmanitan. Mafia brought Palkia, Rillaboom, Ditto, Charizard, Aegislash, and Scraggy.
Yeah.
So, it looked like a lead of Ditto and Charizard versus Gorgeist Rotom. Ditto transforms into Rotom with Imposter. Mm-hmm. And we get to a board state where Charizard and Aegislash are on the field versus Togekiss and Rotom. And according to this, it's probably a pretty damaged Togekiss, seeing how it took an Iron Head from Aegislash. But the Aegislash is also paralyzed, which is a big thing to note here. So on the 4th turn, which is where we're picking up here, we see Charizard Dynamax go for the Max Flare, which gets redirected into the Togekiss. Aegislash goes for an Iron Head into the Rotom. Rotom Thunderbolts down the Charizard and takes it out of Dynamax. So, 2 KOs.
That's a lot of damage there.
It really is. Granted, the Charizard was previously damaged by an Air Slash, so it did have a little bit of chip on it, but I wonder just how much special attack we see from this Rotom to be able to just deal with the Charizard like that. But let's just get into this game if you want to hit that button for us.
Okay, so this is right after Togekiss fainted, it looks like.
Yep, very damaged Gorgeist.
And a Porygon Z, ready to go.
So interestingly, something we didn't talk about, Tim did not bring his restricted to this match either, which I believe he hadn't previously.
He brought it against me in week 3, and I know he brought it in week 1.
Do you remember what his restricted is?
Zamazenta.
Okay. So, getting into this, we do see the PZ going for the Dynamax, going for Max Strike into the Palkia on the switch in, and I'm assuming this is going to attempt to be a KO into the Aegislash here. Seeing how Mafia has already used his Dynamax, this Palkia is probably just toast here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I don't see a world where this Palkia survives a Max Strike from Porygon Z by itself, but he went ahead and went for the double up just in case, which is just the safe play.
If the Palkia is Assault Vest and like heavily invested into HP, there's a non-zero chance it can take this.
Probably, I believe it'd be a roll. So
Let's
we'll see here.
Find out here. We do see that Max Strike into the Palkia. Was that a clean one-hit KO?
I think it's a roll. I think it wasn't quite it. I think it needed to be just a little bit more.
But we do see the speed of both of Mafia's Pokemon dropped here. Thunderbolt is going to cleanly pick up that KO on the Palkia. And now it's a paralyzed Aegislash versus the world.
Ooh, Sacred Sword. Goodness.
That's a lot of damage. I'm curious as to... Aegislash has access to close combat, doesn't it?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure on that one. That'd be something to double check. Yeah. Oh, here comes the Ditto again. Gonna go back into Rotom Mo. Okay.
I was gonna say, it should be whatever's across from it. which in that case would in fact be the Rotom. Probably just going to see like Max Darkness or Max Phantasm here are both just great. Darkness getting to lower the special defense of both of these mons because you're faster than the Rotom should just mean this is going to be pretty quick GG's here, I would think.
Ooh, okay, so Ditto's faster than everything.
Ditto?
Maybe. That almost would be the only thing I can think of, right? Is Scarf Ditto. Down goes Ditto. So, Aegislash is super slow now. Which
minus 2 speed while also paralyzed. I can't imagine that it's going to be able to live this super effective Dark Pulse.
No. Yeah, that's going to be all she wrote.
I'm interested. We saw that the Aegislash was leftovers. I'm surprised we never saw a Protect or a King Shield there at all. But from Tim's side, how do we adjust for Game 2 here?
I'm not sure we needed to actually change anything. To be honest,
if it goes as clean as that first game did, I don't really see anything that's gonna get changed up here on his side.
Yep. For Mafia's side, maybe looking at a different lead. I don't know if leading Charizard and Ditto is optimal.
I am looking just to be safe. Aegislash does get access to close combat, which is a 30 base power difference between Sacred Sword and close combat, which honestly that's quite a bit when it comes down to it. When you actually think about it. So I'm interested in seeing how Mafia adjusts for this game. I could see dropping the Ditto, bringing Rillaboom, but it really doesn't put on any kind of pressure against anything that Tim is bringing here. So I think it's the same 4 from both players.
Probably the same 4 or something close to it. I think we're swapping Gourgeist for Urshifu this time on Tim's side. Yeah.
I'm curious as to the safety goggles on the Urshifu. It has to be for some type of redirection, I'm assuming. I'm curious as to if Mafia has access to like a Mungus in his pool. And just wanted to be safe and not have to worry about Spore or even like Hail or there's 100 different things that safety goggles really is lined up to prevent.
Yep.
But jumping into game 2 here, we do see Charizard, Palkia versus Urshifu and Rotom on Tim's side here.
Urshifu's faster than Charizard, right?
Charizard is base 90?
I think that's that's correct. And then Urshifu's obviously 97, so I think...
Nope, Charizard is 100.
Charizard is 100, so Charizard's faster than Urshifu, so this is kind of risky.
Pending that this is max speed Urshifu. I mean, max speed Charizard. Yeah. Charizard would outspeed, and because we're not Focus Sash, would go down to a max Airstream. Something that I've played quite a bit with in the previous formats is Charizard. So being able to just pick up clean KOs against Urshifu is one thing that's really, really good.
Here is our Dynamax Charizard getting ready to probably... I would assume this is a Max Flare and a Rotom to set Sun, so you get Solar Power.
Could see Max Flare, could see...
This is a not max bulky speed. Zard. That's a bulky Zard. It's going to survive this.
Yeah.
Just barely. But it's going to survive. Barely.
So setting up the Sun here is going to be really, really good. Oh,
it went for the Airstream into the Urshifu. So now Palkia gets a speed boost, which is
picking
cool.
up the speed boost there on it and the Palkia there next to it is going to be really good. I'm assuming the Rotom went for the Thunderbolt to pick up the KO on the Zard.
Oh, just barely living. Palkia went for Ice Beam. Rotom barely surviving there and frozen. Oh my goodness.
Can we thaw out and get a hit off? That would be super ideal here.
We do. We thaw out. Just all the rolls here. Got the lucky freeze and then got the lucky thaw. It's great.
Man. And luckily we do see The Rotom is going to pick up quite a bit of recovery thanks to that Citrus Berry. And I'm inclined to bring in Togekiss here. I think. Maybe?
We know Dynamax Porygon almost takes out Palkia, but now Palkia is faster. Palkia might actually be faster now.
Which is a problem. I think I like bringing in Porygon here, letting Rotom go down, bringing in Togekiss safely, and follow me plus taking out the Palkia. Because Zard goes down to a single attack here.
Zard goes down to its own attack here.
Yep, Zard, it goes down this turn if it attacks.
Yeah.
And I don't see any particular reason that it's going to not attack. I think if it's the smart thing from Mafia side is just to continue to airstream so that you preserve as much speed when the Porygon Z comes out here.
Yeah.
Like you need to maintain as much speed as you possibly can to make sure you stay faster than it.
100% here. Looks like we're going for a max guard and likely a Thunderbolt into Charizard. I don't know why we would Thunderbolt a Charizard.
I don't like Thunderbolting the Zard just because if it does max guard, you've wasted your turn, and if it attacks, it goes down anyway. So I think it is super safe to just attack into the Palkia here and get some damage in on it.
Like, we also just saw that Charizard's faster than Rotom.
Mm-hmm. We do see the Dynamax coming out from the Porygon Z. I believe he said it went for a max guard.
That's what it looked like. It looked like I clicked the max guard button.
Which I think is setting up to do exactly that play of bringing in Togekiss safely and making sure that you can get a redirected hit so your Porygon Z can actually do damage.
The question is Palkia going to be enough to take it out? And it's not. It got another freeze. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Back to back. Holy crap. Okay, so now
I've witnessed a lot in my day, but that's a new one.
Now you have to, like, attack the Palkia down and hope you thaw.
The problem with this is the Palkia is going to, like, it can ignore the Rotom in all actuality. You can double into the PZ here and take it out, and, like, then it's Palkia versus a frozen Rotom
and a
Togekiss. Plus, you still have 2 more Mons in the back for Mafia as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't see any situation in which this Porygon Z lives a double up here.
There's not many. I would assume... Oh, okay, so we're swapping Palkia out to reset our special attack, which is fine. Also expecting the max strike into Palkia from last time is actually just a really good play here.
Real smart play.
Also being able to Oko our own Charizard with our Life Orb to put Palkia back in. It's even better.
Yeah, so this is just essentially getting that free speed boost onto Aegislash while also wasting a turn of Tim's Dynamax here. Super, super smart play.
Mm-hmm.
So we do see the Charizard go down to its own Life Orb here. Max Strike is going to go into the Aegislash, not going to do anything. But the Rotom unfreezes again.
Gets the Thunderbolt off onto the Aegislash here. No paralysis this time for him, though, so Aegislash gets to keep its speed.
And a little bit of recovery here at the end of turn, thanks to the leftovers. I'm assuming this is going to be Palkia coming back in.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Ditto. Copying Porygon Z.
It's going to be copying the PZ now.
Ooh.
And with it being Choice Scarf adaptability, Hyper Beam is still going to do a ton.
I almost think you have to guard here.
I would be very surprised to not see. I think you are correct where we need to just go for that max guard to prevent the Hyper Beam from going into PZ, because I think if it connects, you go down.
Yeah.
We could see like an Eerie Impulse fired into the Ditto just to try to prevent as much damage as we can. But at the same time, then this Aegislash is just freely putting out as much damage as it wants this turn, because it is, it's +1 speed right now.
Oh, it Shadow Balled the Rotom. Okay, so the Ditto takes out the Rotom. Ditto's now locked into Shadow Ball, though.
We do see the Max Strike into the Ditto. Should pick up the KO there.
Yeah, that's going to pick up KO every time. So Aegislash gets the Sacred Sword for free.
which might be enough thanks to Life Orb and the chip damage.
It's going to be close.
Let's see here.
34 is close.
So what's really interesting about this now is it's Palkia versus Togekiss in the end game, it feels like. Well, not only that, but like it's like Togekiss versus the world is what this almost feels like, because your PZ here is so damaged, and thankfully you got the Max Strike off that turn, so you're able to actually outspeed at things now. But you're gonna go down to your own Life Orb here.
Yeah, like one more attack.
Turn?
One more attack might actually just take you out. No, you'll take 16.
One attack is gonna put him down to 1 HP.
Yeah, so Mafia has to attack the Porygon Z this turn to take it out.
Granted, Mafia doesn't know that.
No, but just things to think about. Okay, so it looks like we're going for a Hyper Beam into Palkia, which I'm not sure is the greatest plan.
We know it doesn't take it out.
Yeah.
It lived it last game. But I think a Hyper Beam plus a Dazzling Gleam should easily pick up the KO on the Palkia.
This play gets super punished if Agaslash King Shield. Because he Dark Pulsed into Agaslash. Yep. So this play gets super punished.
Yeah, I think not targeting down the Palkia might come back and bite him here.
Ice Beam into Togekiss puts it at half.
No freeze? Okay, no freeze.
No freeze. Time. Okay, so no 3 in a row. Okay, no 3-peat.
Man, that does so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was a spread attack. And if it is the Assault Vest like we're assuming it is,
that's still a lot.
Really did not take that well.
Yeah. So I think we're going for the same play we did last time. It looks like.
If this is the same play, this is Crit Kiss. We've seen the scope lens on it. So I'm assuming it's also Super Luck. I didn't see that though, but I can't imagine you're not Super Luck if you're scope lens.
Yeah.
And just casual 25% chance to crit.
There's the off chance that Agaslash survives this hit because it's not in blade form. Yeah. So Porygon Z goes to 1. Palkia is faster than Togekiss.
Takes up Porygon Z. PZ, pick up the KO there. And now the Aegislash should go for an Iron Head. Oh! Togekiss is faster now.
So it looks like Mafia actually gets this one wrapped up because we just Ice Beam into the Togekiss and just take it out here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this game's over pretty much.
Yeah, I think Tim needed the crit there on the Palkia to pick up the KO.
Definitely.
My video paused at 8 on the HP, and I got really excited. I thought we were gonna pop off. But we forced a game 3 here.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really like the adaptation on Mafia's side of like what lead felt good. I'm not entirely convinced that Dynamaxing the Charizard is correct, though.
Yeah, it seems very lackluster, especially knowing that it's not a Gigantamax Charizard, so you don't get the Wildfire boost, like bonus damage that you would from a Gmax Zard. So I feel like maybe Dynamaxing either the Palkia, which we see has access to Ice Beam. It hits a good chunk of Tim's team already. And
a Max Hailstorm should be enough to take out the Rotom, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing
or the Togekiss, like easy.
Just seeing how much the initial Ice Beam did itself, I would be very, very surprised not to see. Maybe because it turns into 130 base damage compared to 90.
It'd be close.
It might be able to pick up the Rotom. I don't know if it's enough to pick up the Togekiss, though.
Yeah. That being said, Dynamaxing Palkia also means you get to just hit Darmanitan super effectively with a water type attack if you have that.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to take even more damage from this Porygon Z if it's a problem.
Yeah, you can take at least 2 hits from the PZ then, if not 3.
Mm-hmm.
while also being able to put pressure in on it, because that's one of the big problems with Porygon in the current series is, like, sure, you put out a lot of damage, but the targets that you're facing down are way bulkier than what they used to be in Series 6 when it was popular. So
Yeah.
being able to actually live these hits really puts on a ton of pressure against the Porygon itself, because it's not bulky. It is a very frail Pokemon.
Yeah, for sure. So leads go back to Ditto and Charizard, it looks like, and Rotom Urshifu. This Ditto gets to copy Urshifu this time,
Which I honestly think is worse for him. I think
Yeah.
he would rather have been the Rotom here.
Yep.
Because now the Rotom just puts on pressure against both of these Mons immediately.
Mhm.
And if Mafia does commit his Dynamax here to the Zard, like, Zard just goes down. Does Imposter copy the Gigantamax abilities? Like, does it make it an exact copy where this is a Gigantamax Urshifu?
I believe it doesn't. I believe the Ditto will just be a Dynamax Urshifu.
You know, I can positively say I've never seen Ditto Dynamax, so I don't know the answer to this question.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure it's since we're withdrawing the Charizard.
Gonna
Back
bring
into
out
Palkia.
the Palkia here. And I'm curious as to how well this Palkia takes his double up.
Close combat puts Tim's Urshifu to just under half.
But what's really important here is now we have the defense drops on the Ditto, so that it's not going to take any hits particularly well.
Oh, goodness.
Hitting it with a wet noodle, man. Just doing
That's...
absolutely nothing.
Wow.
This Thunderbolt is going to do considerable damage.
It's gonna put it to half, yeah. I was gonna say, it's gonna
just
do enough.
over half. Okay.
So
I think the play now, I'm pretty sure Mafia just Dynamaxes his Palkia. Like, you're not getting pressured by anything here. You outspeed the Rotom, so you don't have to worry. Like, going for the Hailstorm into the Rotom means that you pick it up before it can fire off an Eerie Impulse into you.
Yeah. Like, you just want to take out the Rotom here immediately. Out comes a Togekiss. Rotom protects. We didn't Dynamax.
Yeah, we didn't see the Dynamax here.
Close combat into Togekiss, that's going to do nothing.
Togekiss eats that up. Just absolutely eats it up like it ain't no big deal. Mm-hmm. And now we see this -2 Ditto facing down. I wonder if this is a Dynamax Togekiss game.
This could be a Dynamax Togekiss, especially since Mafia hasn't Dynamaxed anything yet. Could definitely be just a Thunderbolt this Ditto and Dynamax Togekiss to blow up Palkia.
Oh yeah, at -2, this Ditto's going down. I don't think it needed a single stat drop to be able to be taken out by this Rotom. Just seeing how much offensive pressure it's put on by itself.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really like airstreaming here into the Palkia.
Mm-hmm. Just getting a speed boost is super important here.
It might be correct to go for the Starfall to try to pick up the KO, but you get punished by them switching into the Zard into that slot. But going for the Airstream is super safe here, because now it means that your Rotom's going to be fast, one of the fastest things on the field, if not the fastest.
Mm-hmm. So here's Big Togekiss, and we know it's Airstreaming into Palkia. Notably, Mafia swapped out the Ditto Urshifu into their own Charizard. So I'm interested in seeing how much... Palkia's... I forgot Palkia's faster than the Rotom.
Mm-hmm. It is going to put it down to Citrus Berry range. No freeze.
Make sure there's no freeze after that last game. So this Thunderbolt into this Charizard probably takes out Charizard, right?
I'm assuming. Yeah. Clean pickup there. I'm assuming, based on how the games have played, this is going to be Aegislash in the end game as well.
Palkia goes down too. Goodness.
And now you have Rotom as the fastest thing on the field. It depends on which slot the the Ditto
Ditto.
comes in on. If it comes in on the Palkia slot, that means it's going to copy the Rotom, and you're going to have a speed tie between the two. Whereas if it comes in against the Togekiss, Rotom outspeeds both of them.
Mm-hmm. So Rotom, Ditto's going to copy. No, Ditto's going to copy the Togekiss.
Interesting. So now I don't think you care about this Togekiss. I think your biggest threat here is this Aegislash because it's the primary Dynamax target now.
Mm-hmm.
I think from Mafia's side, you just start firing off probably just Steel Spikes into this Togekiss. Try to take it out before it really puts on a ton of pressure.
Yeah. The idea here is just to bulk up with this Aegislash before anything else can come out and deal with you, because you know Urshifu is in the back, which could cleanly deal with Aegislash, kind of. It's just like, here's water damage, but crit.
So that's kind of the downside to this is if you are going for Steel Spikes, it doesn't really accomplish anything because the Urshifu just crits through it.
Blew up the Togekiss Ditto too? Damn.
Not really surprised by that one. Ditto, not really known for its bulk.
I'm surprised we didn't Dynamax that turn.
I'm really surprised we didn't see a Dynamax this turn. I think that might have been the best. It could be that he wants to get into the Blade form here before he does Dynamax, just so he is putting on that much more pressure. Because you don't change forms as Aegislash in Dynamax, correct?
I believe your moves, like Max Guard won't change you back.
Gotcha. Okay,
is what I think
you will change the Blade, but you won't change into Shield.
Like once you're in Blade, you're stuck in Blade, I believe, and I'm not sure how Shield, like going from Shield to Blade works. I've never had to do that. I usually will just Dynamax it anyway. I believe this was just the game's kind of over situation, and Mafia was kind of just done with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a very clean 4-0 sweep on Tim's side here to end up in this match. Honestly, that game 2, I think would not have been nearly as close had we not got the double freeze. Granted, one of them literally did not matter, but the second one, preventing the Rotom from attacking for exactly one turn, meant that it couldn't pressure the Palkia as much as it wanted to.
It pulled just enough momentum into Mafia's favor to pick up that game there.
Yeah, because had the Palkia taken any amounts of hits, I don't think it lives.
Yeah.
One thing I'm interested about is we didn't see the Palkia ever Dynamax, and I'm not sure that I agree with that decision.
I think the situation was a lot of the time is like Mafia had already Dynamaxed at the start. It was trying to be hyper offensive, put pressure on Tim because he knows what Tim has in the back is just a lot of damage. Charizard being able to just airstream all the time, get his speed boosts on the other Pokemon, and then use Palkia as bulk, use Aegislash as bulk to kind of just tear through the rest of the team. That was kind of Mafia's game plan, but Tim correctly played around a lot of the situations where, okay, he's just trying to speed up, we'll just Dynamax Porygon and Max Strike and slow everybody back down. Or, in the case of this game 3, put a lot of damage onto Palkia immediately, and Palkia can't... Dynamaxing a Pokemon at half health is never really a good idea to begin with. Even if it is
so.
Palkia or like a restricted like that. So, definitely just like... I credit Mafia for not pulling the trigger on Dynamaxing Palkia in that third game, but definitely should have thought about it for like game 2 or game 1. I think it would have, if he had he Dynamaxed Palkia instead of Charizard game 1, I think Mafia probably could have stole that one away from Tim after seeing how much damage Porygon Z does to Palkia.
I think you're right. I also think Tim correctly identified his Dynamax target in that game 3, realizing that Togekiss was it was at full HP and was putting on a ton of pressure against both of the Mons that were currently in play. So as a result, saying, okay, this is the correct play at this point. It really doesn't matter what he has in the back. Like, if it is the Aegislash, it's not going to be able to pressure me to the point where I'm threatened by it.
Yeah.
because I have 3 other mons that can put pressure on it by itself. So really just saying, okay, I don't care, do what you want is really like the best thing I think that Tim identified there is just saying, okay, do it.
Sure, go for it. Do the thing. Yeah. Yeah. So congrats to Tim. That, like we said, that was a win and in for a top cut. So that means Tim gets locked in. I believe Tim locked in at the 6th seed.
That I could not tell you. Unfortunately, you and I both got knocked out this week of Top Cut. So
yeah, which those videos will be live next week.
But yeah, I think that about does it for us today.
Yep, that's about it.
So make sure, if you haven't already, everyone, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Ring the bell for notifications when new stuff goes live. We do have all kinds of content going up every day of the week between laddering, the podcast every Monday, draft league content. You name it, we have it going on right now. And go ahead and pound that like button and comment down below your play of the game for this week. So that is going to be it, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Peace.